Hey folks, Jason Ballas with OutdoorProductReview.com. Welcome back to our 2014 bow review. Real quick shout out to our sponsors. We got Jim Fletcher Archery releases. We're using a Fletch hook. It's a great Fletch hook type release, so all you have to do is put it in the loop and you're ready to go. We have our quad HDX, the Ultra Rest HDX from QAD. We're using that orange rest, as you guys can see. By far the best drop away rest that you can find on the market. Full containment, works really great. We got Sitka gear out there, some of the best hunting clothing that you guys could ever buy, and it'll last you a lifetime. It's great stuff, so you need to go check out all the sponsors' websites. Also, starflight.com, the fob. We're using the fob on the arrows, and you guys have seen me do reviews on those in the past, and I just love shooting them. Okay, so today's bow that we're going to be reviewing is the Elite Energy32. You know, I've done Elite for a lot of years, and they make some of the best bows out there in the market. And not because they're speed demon bows, but because they're the smoothest drawn bows and probably the best shooting bow that you could possibly find. The engineering that's gone into this thing is just remarkable. So why did they call it the Energy32? Pretty simple. It's 32 inches axle to axle. So it's a very beyond parallel limbed bow. Nice and small, great for backpack hunting, great for tree stand hunting or anything along those lines. They do also make an Energy35, which is a great bow as well. But the Energy32, nice, short, and compact, and I think you guys would really like it. All right, some of the new stuff coming out in the 2014 line on Elite's bows is they have this riser cage on here on their riser. As you can see, it's sort of, you put your finger through here. That's actually sort of like a break in the riser, but it actually adds 30% strength to the overall aspect of the riser. Tons of cutouts throughout this riser. It looks really nice, and that sort of offset thing of your riser, the cage, that just looks really cool. It gives it a cool look. I knew also this year is their energy cam. The thing about the energy cam though is it is draw specific modules, which I really like. I like draw specific modules because it makes it exactly to where your draw length is going to be. If you want to tweak it just a little bit, they do have the draw stops here on both sides, and you have to move them out. One thing, when you're going to get these modules changed out, you have to take to a pro shop because you do require a bow press to be able to take them out because the cable and the strings both attached to the module itself. All right, so the Energy32, I told you that the axle is 32 inches. It's about, I don't know, 31 3/4 inches, so it's a little shorter. The brace height on this is a monstrous 7 inches, which is really going to give you some great shootability. It's going to be very forgiving. It's got a real long riser. But the beyond parallel limbs, if you look at that, you know, it's almost below the top of the riser. So it's going to be very shootable, I have a feeling. One of the things about the Elite's bows is they've always been really smooth to draw back, which makes one a great 3D bow and a great hunting bow. The overall weight on the Energy32 is 4.3 pounds. So it's just a hair over that magic 4 pounds we like. But, you know, 0.3 pounds. A lot of people put a lot of stuff on their bows. I'm pretty simple. I just put a stabilizer and a sight when I go out hunting, and of course my peep sight, and I'm rocking. So that adds weight as well, but it's definitely feels good in your hand. The camo pattern they have on here is just flawless. They have the Realtree Max on here, and it looks just perfect. Not a blemish whatsoever. It's been dipped perfect. Great overall look of the bow. They do have it topped out with a couple of Limb Saber solid limb dampeners to absorb any kind of shock. They have the STS system on here to capture the string when it comes back, so it reduces the need for really these little string leeches they have on here. You probably don't even need them. They also have them on their cable, and it's Limb Saber throughout. We are using that Quad HD. We are using that Ultra Rest HDX from QAD, and we have it put on the downward bus cable with the clamp that they provide since we changed it out. I usually tie that in, however, it is what it is. Our Ibo speed on the Energy32 is about 325 feet per second. So it's not a lightning fast bow, but it's supposed to be a really smooth drawing, really easy shooting bow. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do the draw test. Just flip that up, and it's full containment. That arrow is not going to fall off your rest when you're coming to full draw. All right, so I'm going to take my Fletch hook here and I just stick it in. See that fob on there? Fletching only better. So we're going to do a draw test here. Very, 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 very smooth. Right back, solid wall, 29 inches. Move my hand sideways. The bow doesn't move at all. Try our creep test. Well, I got a lot of room in there. It's not even going forward. A lot of room. Probably a 1/4 inch, maybe even a little bit more. All right, let's go ahead and shoot this. I'm gonna just touch my fingers here. Not any noise at all. Nice straight arrow flight. The bow just sort of rocked back in my hands. I'll tell you, let's shoot this through the chronograph and see what kind of speed we're getting. That 408 grain arrow. You'll watch this, guys, in slow motion, then we'll shoot it through the chronograph. We're shooting that Energy32 through the chronograph with that 408 grain arrow. (290 feet per second). All right, so there you have it, 290 feet per second. The Ibo speed on this is 325. One of the smoothest drawing bows that I've ever shot for a long time. Elite's always been really working on making sure that the bow is shootable, and that's the key thing. It's not the speed demon bow of 300 and some feet per second, but it's a very shootable bow. 290 feet per second is definitely pretty good as well. Comes back to a solid wall, draw specific modules. You can tweak them a little bit. You will lose a little speed if you tweak it for a little more let off. You won't need it anyway. This bow draws back just like butter. Holds back, has a great little creep area in there where you can work it. If you have to bend over in a tree stand, it's not going to want to go forward on you. Overall design of the riser with the massive cutouts and that caged riser, it just looks cool. Elite has done it again, and I say this every year. I'm really excited to see what they're going to come out with next year. And the Energy32 is just sweet. If you guys get a chance to shoot one of these, I recommend you find a pro shop. If you're here in San Diego, Big Shots Outdoors has the Elite bows in. Definitely a great shooting bow. Smooth as butter, you know, 290 feet per second. Not lightning fast, but still perfect for hunting, 3D, whatever you guys want to do. That's a 408 grain arrow as well. So I'll tell you, for Elite Archery, you guys need to go try them out. It's a great shooting bow, by far one of the best in this year's review. I love having Elite bows because I'm always excited to see what they're going to come up with this next year. So I'll say that again. I can't see how they're going to beat this, but we'll see how it is next year, and you guys will be able to see the review right here. So for Outdoor Product Review, I'm Jason Ballas. We'll see you guys on our next review.